Welcome back to Breakfast with Bob from the DATEV Challenge Roth, powered by HEP. My name is Bob Babbitt. We're brought to you by SFuels. Go longer. HOKA, let's fly. Form Smart Swim Goggles. Zoot Sports, the original triathlon brand. Premium Plus Sports. And, of course, our Challenge Athletes Foundation. And more importantly, Rainer, our accordion player. Thank you, Rainer.
Wow!
Our next guest. How fun is that?
Oh wow! I could really jig to that.
Isn't that fun?
I need him following me everywhere.
Don't you think?
Dancing
yes.
all the time. It'd be really good.
While you're on the bike,
yeah.
he's like hanging on the back.
Yeah,
that'd be really fun.
It makes. Yeah, I think I could do it with the way. I'd still go around really fast.
Oh, really fast.
Really fast.
Fenella Langridge is our guest. She's been second here last year, third the year before.
Yeah.
This is a special place.
Oh, it's amazing. It's like I don't think it's necessarily it's the place, it's the people. Everyone's just so warm, welcoming, and it just feels like this huge family and this ball of energy and enthusiasm about triathlon, which I don't think you get in many other places.
No, and I think part of it is it's a family.
Oh, 100%.
Right? Felix, his sister, their mom, dad started it, the tradition, but it's gigantic at the same time.
And this tradition's been going on forever, and I feel so honoured to be part of it, and all the records that have been broken in the past and the athletes that have been here for years. And it's quite amazing.
One of the things that hit me is Chrissy Wellington went 8:18:13 here in 2011.
That is ridiculous.
Bikes are faster.
Yeah.
Running shoes are faster. Athletes train better, eat better. That's one of those records that you're going, oh my God. I think it's probably going down. You think? I mean, Laura was at Hamburg last year. She was 7 seconds off of that. So I
think it's definitely in the midst to be broken this weekend. But I think it does play huge testimony to Chrissy and the phenomenal athlete that she is.
Yes.
And it's so nice that she will be here on the weekend, which potentially it could be
here to congratulate
the person. And I think that's the only reason why she's here. Not the, but like
one of them.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what Chrissy was. You look at her 4-year career of 13-0 and setting records wherever she went, and then just retiring at the top of her game.
Yeah.
Dropping the mic after winning her 4th Ironman. Yeah. But it was one of those things where you looked at, I think the first year she won by like 9 minutes, then 12 minutes, then 19 minutes. But then that 4th one was 2:49.
Wow.
So she felt like she finally had that race. Yeah.
And that's every athlete has their moment, and she's done amazing things, and she set the path away for all the athletes to follow and to still achieve. And obviously we're still chasing those times now. So it's quite incredible.
What's fascinating to me is she was trying to be an Olympian, right? That was her whole thing when somebody, Brett Sutton, recognized something in her that she didn't see.
Yeah.
Now, for you, when you first got into the sport, what was it? Short distance, longer distance?
Yeah, I think coming from the UK, we are always channeled into the shorter distance
the Olympics,
first.
Yes.
And so I've done some ITU racing in European Cups, had the opportunity to race World Cups, but I was at that point where I knew deep down that distance wasn't for me, and it took the persuasion and a big move in our lives to suddenly take the step into the middle distance, and flourished from there and really found my groove in the sport, and the passion's gone through the roof.
Was there one race where you were like, okay, this is where I need to be?
I think just all the way through my first season, I think I was 5 races, and I think 4 or 5 of them were podiums. So it was just
okay. I'm in the right place.
Yeah, I'm in the right place, and it's nice to. It was just a good environment. Everything was done. The work that you put in, you get out. So, and it was a combination of a lot of things, but it definitely felt like a comfortable fit.
Yes. What's cool right now is we've got there's so many options for professional athletes, and just your season, Challenge Championship, your 7th, right? European Open, which was PTO. Ironman South Africa, 3 basically distinct organizations who are all bringing great things to the sport and putting you guys in a position to make a living, which is really what has sort of been lacking in the past in our sport.
Yeah, these last 2 years, it's definitely been a big adjustment, and you can pick any weekend, you can pick a race, and you're going to turn up and you're not going to have an easy race.
Right.
You're going to be it's going to be competitive. There's no guarantees of winning or coming second or anything like that. COVID year obviously has enhanced each and every athlete, and the introduction of the PTO has only made other races try and up their game and make them stronger.
Yes.
And it's exciting, and it's a great place for triathlon, and it's I'm glad to see it's moving in this direction.
It totally is. Now, what after this race? Well, and also obviously being third and second, there's another step on the podium. And if you're going to be on the podium, you might as well not be looking up at anybody.
Yeah, definitely. I want to be on that top step.
And that's the goal here.
Yeah, I think so. If I'll have to have an extremely good race, but so would anyone else to be up on the podium. I am fit, I'm healthy, I'm happy. I've obviously had good results in the past. Obviously a lot of things will have to go my way, but it's triathlon, anything can happen, and I've got my game plan, and let's just hope that it plays in my favor. And
well, and I'm guessing when I look at the races you have done, even last year, both the Ironman World Championships, Challenge Roth, you seem to like the bigger stage, with the bright lights and the greatest competition in the field 100%. Here for the women and
stacked.
The guys. It's stacked, right? It's
well, we've got if Lucy Charles was able to make it, I think it would have been the top 10 from Kona here. So it's a world-class field, and I think every athlete that's starting here on Sunday has had their eye on this race for months and months. It's not just I'll go into that one. They've been aiming to do well at this race. It should really have that world title attached to it. And I love those races. I thrive off them races. I get really enthusiastic, and I think this place brings that out of you as well, that love and that passion, and I think we'll all race better because of it.
For people who have not ridden their bike up Solar Hill on race day, what is that like?
It's like nothing I've ever experienced. I don't think in any other sport, maybe not even like the Tour de France or some of the big cycling races, do you have that many people in such close proximity. Almost you can feel their breaths in there, and the music beating down on you, and it just gives you an extra 10-15% to really enjoy it and embrace it. And it's not the longest of hills, but it's feels like it takes forever, but then I don't know.
Then it's over.
It's over. But then it's not just Solar Hill. Obviously that is the most iconic section, but there's little hills before, or there's so many hot spots around the course and on the run
everywhere.
as well. Yeah. 2 or 3 volunteers for every athlete. You wouldn't get that anywhere else.
No. And behind us is the stadium.
Yeah.
Which you're building a stadium that this is normally a piece of grass. Right, and they build a stadium for 5,000 people for you guys to come in. The first time you ran to the stadium, what did it feel like?
Oh, it's just, I've had so many emotions coming into this race. I've not cried, but when you well up and you're just this, it's just so exciting, and I can't wait to experience it again.
That is so fun. And this year, like I said, 7th at Challenge Championship, 15th at the European Open in Ibiza with, oh my God, talk about a stacked field there as well.
Crazy. Yeah. I had a really strong swim and bike, and the run didn't show to my potential. In a field like that, you can't have a weakness. No. And so I was 5th up until that point, so it was solid. Just not really happy with it. Didn't really reflect, I feel, how I can perform, but that's racing, and we're here now.
What's fascinating to me is you've got someone like an Annie Hogg, who was 40, right?
Oh, it's mad.
It's nuts, right? 40 years old and winning the Ibiza race, the European Open, and usually when someone's Ironman World Champion, the shorter the distance, this can be a problem.
Yeah.
But she's getting faster. No, she's getting faster.
Yeah.
And Daniela Reef is up the ante, and I've been following everybody leading into this race, and I'm in the mountains. Yeah. I'm in the mountains. Nobody's like, well, I'm doing these other races. It's like, no, they're not. This is the focus.
This is the end game. This is the title that everybody's after.
Everybody wants this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to be, 3rd, 2nd, 1st. That's sort of a nice.
Yeah, it has a nice ring to it.
It has a really, really nice ring to it. Last year, now, Kona Ironman World Championship, doing 2 of those in the same year, that's hard, especially St. George's. Well, they're both tough courses, but having both those races in the same year, was that tough to recover from one and go do the next?
No, so I did Ironman World Champs in St. George, then I came here, and then I did Kona. So
you did 3?
I do. I'm used to 3 in a year, and this will be the same again this year.
Do you get energy from do you have to do a lot of downtime afterwards?
Yeah, a little. I'll have a week or so off after this.
Yes.
Mentally, physically, and then recharge for the second half of the season, and go again for Kona.
Wow. And Kona this year with just the women.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be fun. It'll be a great
It'll
week.
be different for sure. I think because I'm still quite new to the long distance,
Right.
I haven't experienced it before COVID,
right.
and then I only had
Right.
last year was my first Kona, and I led a lot of the bikes.
You
so it
did.
was
You
really
certainly weren't
exciting.
intimidated by the moment.
No, and I really embraced it, and I like the energy from the guys on the side of the course. So I don't know if we'll get that this year, which
Right.
might be a little bit disappointing, but we're still going to have the best athletes lining
Yes.
up, and it's still got a title on the line. So we're going to go as hard as we can.
When I look at that Kona time and I see the 3:16 marathon, I'm like, okay, that's not you.
No, that
That's-
wasn't quite me.
No, but more along the lines of right around the 3, under 3.
Yeah, 3 would be good.
3 would be good.
Yeah,
and
in
then
Kona, I think,
3 in Kona would be great, and
Yeah.
here you'll be sub
around
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what we're aiming for.
That's for you. Fenella, always such a pleasure.
No, thank you for having me.
Yeah, Fenella Langridge has been our guest, everybody. Hopefully, 3, 2, and this year, number 1. There we go.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Hold on. We will be right